go up to the lab and figure out what they're used for.
Ah, yes. Why don't you head up there and take care of that then?
Jade, darling.
Coming.
I'm just gonna have a look at the. There was a piece of paper that basically explained it, wasn't there?
Effectively, yes.
Yeah. So would I
Though
easily?
really, at this point, you can't mess it up.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm gonna stick a gem up there,
Whoosh,
and then gonna walk around this way, stick a gem down there.
whoosh. And as you place the two gems there, a gust of water and fire just kind of swirls in a seemingly double helix through the red gem in the center, and then the other two gems light up as well with the rubble and earth along with the lightning and wind, and it all focuses on the center of the gem. And the four gems around it seem to release with more and more power as time goes on, until finally there's a bit of a crash, and all of the movement stops. The four gems around it seem to be a much duller color than they were before, though the red gem in the center is shining faintly.
Okay. So I'm trying to remember because we saw something with the red gem mentioned as well, another bit of paper.
The diagram exactly that mentioned the red gem was also on the same thing that had at least somewhat of schematics for the golem you saw next to the elevator.
Okay. Jade, can I borrow that? I'm just gonna need to go and grab a load of scrap metal supplies at the back here.
You have a bunch of scrap metal in your bag as well.
It just says scrap metal. I looked at. I thought it just said scrap metal.
Yep. Jade's looking at this this stone. What does it appear to look like now, differently?
It appears just to be a smooth oval stone.
Doesn't look like it's imbued with the powers of nature.
It appears that it's imbued with some sort of power. Exactly what the power is, it's more difficult to tell.
Can I do an Arcana check?
The power of the power.
Yes.
Jeeves, how much worth of scrap metal would you say you grabbed?
You're not really sure what it is. It appears to be some sort of power source, or that doesn't seem to be exactly right in your head.
Yasana, take up to 10
you
worth.
recognize that this is the control gem for a shield golem.
Right, so I'm just gonna borrow this and get to work. I'll meet you guys at the elevator.
I think we should stick together just in case, Shiki. There might be more of those dragons around.
You want to come with me?
Yes.
Whee! Boing.
Um,
See you guys in a bit.
So do you...
And Shiki, as you head in this direction, you see that the large golem is actually moving again, and it's heading in this direction.
Crap.
Yasana,
Guys?
you took the gem, correct?
I took the gem.
No, who?
Shiki
I thought
has the
Yasana.
gem.
I have the
Yasana
gem.
grabbed it. So Shiki has
No.
it currently.
She looked at. I grabbed it.
All right, so it comes closer, about 10 feet away, and it stops and it glances at Shiki.
Guys, just trust me on this one.
Jade's drawing her swords just in case.
Okay, so I'm gonna put out the tools, the scrap metal, and I'm gonna see if I can get this bad boy at least patched up.
Yeah. All right, so roll a tinkering check.
Oh boy. Okay, I got a sleeping bag as well. So.
Tinkering dex.
Don't even need it, baby.
All right, so it takes you probably an hour to do all this work, about the time of a short rest. But you are able to fully restore everything that seems to be missing with the scrap metal. At least mostly. You feel that it's not fully healed properly, but you feel it's back up to its normal capabilities.
It's probably not even the proper metal it was being used on it. Like, I take it the alloy I've used is completely different.
Let me do this for you.
Oh.
All right, you can't see the green bar right there. That green bar is temporary hit points.
Oh, okay. His normal hit points are he's pretty good on normal hit points.
Yeah, he's pretty good on normal hit points. You, as I said before, you will not be able to properly repair its normal HP without specialized tools, the right materials, and a lengthy endeavor. However, you will be able to restore it back to its maximum in temporary HP with good rolls. Just know that if it goes down further, you won't be able to restore it back to full health, and if its max HP, if its normal HP goes to 0, it's effectively useless.
Golem, salute.
And it kind of raises its arm up to a salute.
Guys, this is actually really amazing. I've wanted these ever since I got my memories back.
Golem, dance a jig.
And it does not listen to Jade.
Uh,
Interesting.
Golem, dance a jig.
And it starts to dance a jig.
Well, I
A
currently
very
have...
slow one, and the ground seems to shake every time it jumps up.
So did I put the gem in it, or I just got
You
it
are
on
no,
me?
you are holding onto the gem. As Yasana realized, this is a control gem. The golem is bound to obey whoever holds the control gem.
Huh.
And it seems like as you're holding it up, you can kind of feel there is a very faint magnetic pull towards it, as though it is also the power source and is drawing power from the gem as well.
Does
Ooh,
it take any actions or whatever to tell it to do stuff?
All right, let me actually reference the monster manual for this.
Because
So, yeah, I would say, Golem, can you I'm trying to think of the word in it because I want to see if it can just show me its functions without you properly using them.
Yeah.
Golem, display specifications.
It does not seem to do anything.
How many gigs of RAM do you hold, Golem?
Actually, wait,
Computer,
it's a shield
locate
golem.
Commander Riker.
I forgot actually how the shield golem normally works. So I'm gonna get rid of that particular case. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of that particular case and say that is crap. Shield golems are really indestructible.
So,
Are they?
Val, I'm just saying that because I am a Beastmaster and my beast is not here, it might be a good idea for Jade to be able to use it.
All right, so I technically need to retcon very slightly what happened previously, and one of the things I decided. So, Shiki, the first thing I'm retconning is that's not temporary HP and all that stuff that you're handling by. I'm going to come up with a different reason as to why you can't take it with you everywhere, probably to the idea of the control gem losing power and needing to be recharged, and that not being an easy feat. However, as you see when you come near it, it has its power and you're starting to work on it, you notice that not only the scrap metal you're attaching on and fixing it properly, you see that the parts of its chest that seem to be flat out damaged and everything else are slowly healing themselves as well.
Huh. So I actually got a better combat unit, but it's a limited one.
Yeah, because I'm going to have to limit the charge on it and how often it can actually operate.
Yeah,
because normally they heal for 10 HP around.
They heal.
How about me, Silver? After the game, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, after the game, we'll talk about exactly how I'm going to limit it, because I'm not just going to give you a flat out a shield guardian.
No.
Yeah,
Why
because shield guardians take half the damage that you.
Yeah, like if the person and you kind of, as you're messing around with it, Shiki, you'll feel like the bond and everything else, and I'm just going to explain a lot of the tricks to it at this point. If you are close enough to the shield guardian while you're holding its control gem, half the damage you take is shielded by the guardian, as in you split it.
Oh, cool.
Other than that,
gets a hold of it.
yeah, and other than that, you get the feeling that as you work on it, you saw that there was a magic rune built into it, as though it could store a spell, though there was nothing stored in it currently. And other than that, there doesn't seem much to do. It seems to really just be meant to attack things. It just has fists.
Golem, carry me on your shoulder.
He reaches down, he picks up Shiki, and he places him on his shoulder.
Whee!
I'm going to move him to the bottom.
I'm so happy, guys. It's almost like I'm a kid again.
Does this guy appear to be made of the sky steel that we picked up?
Yeah, not particularly, no.
Okay. Any of the other materials that we picked up?
You see that there is some adamantium and mithril built in. Primarily the fists seem to be made out of adamantium.
Wow.
And it uses mithril otherwise to try to lighten its weight.
Okay, Golem, we're gonna go to the elevator.
Yep. And it kind of carries you down to the elevator easily enough.
You want to give me control of this thing?
Yeah, I'm going to get you control of it as well, and I'm going to give you the sheet because I think I have the sheet filled out nicely.
So I'm guessing you're not going to let me borrow it while I need.
I might let you borrow it for the encounter.
Okay.
But if it gets wrecked, I'm gonna cry. I want you to know that I will cry.
All right. So where it is in the thing is, if you look down, you will see something that says summons.
Yes, I see that.
And that's where it is.
Shield Guardian.
Yep. All right. Actually, I said its sword's greater invisibility, so yeah, it has greater invisibility for now. So it does store a spell. Yes, Clyde Tsunomi. And as you all get down here and everything else, Clytus,
we'll call it right before the boss.
Guys, it casts fists.
Yeah, get down. Clytus will look up. Did we ever figure out a way to get up there?
Oh, no.
Is it more than 30 feet up?
It seems to be a good distance up.
Golem, do you know how this elevator works?
And the golem will kind of walk forward a bit with you on its shoulder. To step forward, it places its hand into the spot where there's something missing, and you can hear gears start to shift and everything as it grabs the lever with its other hand and it shifts it back.
Ha!
And you see that a large elevator is now coming down, capable of taking all of you up.
So the golem was the key?
And as he pulls his hand out, the mechanism is still moving.
Huh. So we just didn't figure it out, guys.
Yeah, and Shiki, now that you're looking at your hand, you realize this hand basically matches what was missing.
Amazing. All
Alright, so you're
Jade.
going up now?
Jade, hold the gem for the time being.
Jesus, take the wheel.
I
Nods and thanks.
Very, very sadly, I hand it to Jade.
Alright, I'm going to arrange people for going up because it's going to be easier for me. Alright, so going to copy all of you like this.
Alto's a
Yeah.
meme machine today.
Yeah.
How many
I've been
songs
that
have
way
you-
this weekend. Like, holy cow.
Like, what are you talking about?
Alto's been a meme machine today.
Yeah.
To be honest,
Yeah, and as you head up on the elevator goes up all the way to the top. It doesn't go outside, strangely enough. But as you get up to the top, you look around, you see there are a few doorways on the side, and you head for the nearest one. And as you step out through this doorway, you end up on the top of the pyramid. As you look behind you, you'd have to climb up. It wouldn't be that hard. There's various ways to get up to the very top. And as you get up, you're welcomed by a rather large and interesting sight. Let me move you
Before
to-
we get in sight
Yes.
of any enemies, I would have wanted to try to do a perception to see if I could hear anyone up ahead.
All right, I'll allow that. I'll say it's before you actually climbed up.
Not very good.
All right, you wouldn't really have heard much of anything going up. There seems to be a trickle of water up above, but beyond that, it's hard to tell. I have that. Do I have that visible to people?
Well, while Silver is dealing with that, I'm going to go and find a Castlevania boss theme just to put in the background right now, so don't mind me.
So, Silver, is it an action or anything to tell it to do stuff? What is that?
Ooh.
Is it like a bonus action?
I'm gonna
to
say it doesn't specifically say what it requires.
Can I
See, as
treat
long as
it
you're on the
like
same
my...
plane, you can as long as it's on the same plane, you can telepathically call it,
Mhm.
and knows the distance and direction to the amulet. I'm gonna say it would be a bonus action to give it a specific command, and it will always follow that command to the best of its ability.
Okay.
So it's not like you can just. So I'm not gonna say you can do full control of it, but you give it a command and it will follow that to the best of its ability
And it will keep doing that command until...
until the command is completed, or you give it a different one.
Again, if this wrecks, I'm going to kill you.
Like, how specific a command can I do? Like, I can say, attack
Protect
that
me.
guy, but can I say, attack that guy, but retreat if your HP drops below 50%? Can I do something like that?
Simple commands means like one or two words.
I'm gonna say simple commands. This thing is not the most intelligent.
All right.
Okay.
So
Does it
just keep
have
an
an
eye on its
intelligence?
HP.
It does have an intelligence stat, yes.
Can I tell
Fine.
it to follow someone else's command as well? Without
No,
giving
it's
them-
only gonna
okay.
follow.
To whoever has the gem.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only gonna
So-
follow whoever has the gem. It will
so-
ignore everyone else.
Seeing that I don't, do you know what? Seeing that I don't have many bonus actions, Jeebs, I'll hold on to the gem and I'll command it with my bonus actions for you.
Okay. Sure. Fine.
You want to do that?
But if you're holding on to the gem, it's your golem.
Yes, but then I can tell it what to do. I'll be in the back commanding it.
Thought the point was to give Jeeves a quote-unquote partner.
Yeah, it doesn't quite work the same as a partner, so
It
it's
does,
fine.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't work the same as a partner.
It's fine.
It
It makes more sense.
Believe me, there's not gonna be much of a front and back in this fight.
Like, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I just,
Like the only time it's
I
not
wanted
gonna,
to
I'm
feel useful, guys.
It's fine.
Trust me, this is gonna be a big fight.
Uh-huh.
It might take multiple sessions.
Alright,
It might
so
continue
are
on the
we-
next session.
Do we have sky above us?
You do have sky above you right now. You're in the eye of the storm, so you can actually see... It's the night sky currently above you. But the things here are bright enough that you can see normally, I think.
Sorry.
Yeah. I don't think I put...
Can you hear me?
Yes.
No.
I can hear you now. As global illumination now. Yeah, it's the night sky out, but things are bright enough for you to easily see. Full moon out, etc., etc. No, that doesn't affect Jade in any noticeable way currently.
Jade gets the very big feeling of howling at the moon.
Yeah.
And dancing thriller.
Howl at the moon!
So what stage of the moon is it?
Full.
Full. All right, cool.
What stage was the moon when we first arrived?
A little before full.
Oh boy!
All right, so I'm not a werewolf yet. All right, cool.
No.
Not yet.
Yeah, and
Let's
as you
be
get
honest,
up...
Jeeves, you're not going to be a werewolf. You're going to be like a wereboar.
Sorry, geez.
I moved you out of the map, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want to continue with it. All right, and as you get up to the top and you look around, like you can see there's a bit of a staircase to walk up further, and as you come towards the top, you see that there is a large hexagonal, is it hex? Octagonal. Octal is 8. Octagonal-shaped pool of water. And you can see a large gem sitting in the center of it, and you can kind of see a few figures on the far side, and some of the water looks as though it's filled with blood.
The figures are dead.
Does it look like the blood is coming from anyone in particular?
It looks as though the blood is coming from the center pillar where the crystal is at.
So it looks like the crystal is bleeding.
Effectively, yes.
Awesome.
Blood for the blood gods?
I've had no satanic rituals.
Um,
What? Satan? Who's
What
that?
can I see from here?
The crystal is actually floating a little distance, so if you come up high enough, like to poke your head over, you could probably see the 3 figures in the back, along with the rather nobly dressed figure at the crystal who has his hand up towards it, seeming like black energy coming from his hand towards the crystal.
Did we just
Is that
shoot
Blackmore?
him?
Clytus will look up. Yeah, that's him. And he
Did we
pulls
ju-
out his scimitar, ready to attack him.
Should I just shoot him?
I'm gonna ready an action, to shoot him. Basically,
What's
I
it?
figure.
Ready in action to charge in.
What are your triggers?
I figure we're all going to charge in soon, so my trigger is as soon as anyone else moves. Like gets up and moves.
No. Do you run? Well, that's good because right now I can't move.
Well, see, I can decide not to do it.
I want to move in when Philia
Roll
moves in.
perceptions
The
while
same
this
target.
is roll perceptions while this is going on.
And that includes the enemies moving.
Yeah, Jade. As this is going on, you can see a shadow, like one of your shadows is dancing along, and it just like seems to jerk off from your actual shadow and moves back towards the center of the crystal.
27.
And the figure turns, glances down past you. Oh, we have guests. Finally.
Hey, Clytus, look, water.
Thankfully, it's very shallow water. I thought of that. No, this is extremely shallow water.
Jade's still
Do I-
holding up her crossbow.
Do I notice anything extra about those shadows for that crew?
No, it just seemed to move to him directly. Like going his shadow. And you know, it's hard to tell at this point, but you almost get it is kind of dark out. The crystal itself is glowing a little bit, but you almost feel like he didn't have a shadow until it came back to him.
One,
Can I
two-
roll Arcana to figure out what the crap is going on?
What
Since he's also aware, I do want to say one thing here. Blackmore, this is your chance to surrender before we have to take you down.
Oh, for God's sake, really?
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 He'll kind of just step forward, still next to the crystal. He's just kind of looking at you and laughing. Surrender? Now? I'm so close to winning. When
That
there's
was
not a
my
damn
trigger.
thing you can do.
I just ignored and charged.
Yeah, so Silver,
No monologuing.
I won't bother because I was going to shoot him halfway through the monologue with a anti-evil bullet. But
Well,
don't worry,
before
guys,
you'd
I
have-
won't do it.
To cut you off one more time, before you'd have the chance to monologue, the moment his attention is distracted from the black energy that's put in the crystal lights up in an extremely bright, glowing, like a surge of energy, and it thrusts him out of the field, away from it.
God damn it!
And his buddies get thrown out his way. And he, at this point, is just kind of snarling a very angry thing, and he mutters something. Does anyone understand What would it be? It would be abyssal. Does anyone understand abyssal?
I have infernal. Come on.
No.
Actually, would it be? No, he would have done abyssal for this.
Mhm.
No. Wrong character.
Yep. You don't be surprised at that, Philia. All right, so
I didn't say surprise.
yeah,
I
he
said
muttered something in
used.
abyssal, but for now, everyone roll initiatives.
I
For
did-
now.
my
Well,
trigger
looks like
was
we
met.
won.
My trigger was met because he moved.
Yes.
Yes. I didn't have a trigger, sadly.
So did that hit him at 17? I see.
Nope.
He had tough. He had tough one. He tough to crack.
All right.
Initiative. Oh, I thought I clicked myself. There we go. Oh no! I guess I should do initiative for
JB, can you go ahead and roll for me?
2.
All right, and I need. God damn it! There's no easy way to put him on the sheet yet. I'll not worry about that then. All right. So descending order. Actually, got to put Clytus and Nomi on.
If you put it on GM layer, that's probably the easiest option.
I need to put some stuff on GM layer. Yes, I just don't want to spoil yet what it is.
We can't see it if it's GM layer.
I mean, I have to pull it off. I have.
I
I don't have
see.
the token.
Ah.
That's what I mean. I don't have the token on the map yet. Nomi is normal. All right. Good roll initiatives, everyone. All right. So everyone else gets to go and do their things. And actually, let me.
I'm pretty sure that if you're on GM layer, when you pull a token, it puts it on GM layer automatically.
Possibly. I'll test that to find out real quick.
I have just enough space.
That's correct. I had to do that multiple times in my game.
Hey, I go before that.
Yeah, no, I'm moving it. Because it's at 20. All right, so Ophelia gets to go.
Double move.
Okay, double moved. All right.
Any bonus action?
Should probably rage.
Might be a good idea. As this goes on, you see, like, he's kind of been muttering something in Infernal this entire time, and you see orange, reddish, fiery rifts open up all around the four corners.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'll do it all four.
We're mother braining this.
And at the same time, you notice that the crystal here sends out a bolt of pure light that goes into this one next to the party, and it seems to be dispersed. And more frighteningly, out of these various portals, demons start jumping out. Including one that nobody in the party recognizes.
The mini lith.
Yes, but nobody in the party recognizes her.
I think we recognize the Vrog.
Well, push comes to shove, I could always Arcana check them because they are outsiders.
And call the session here because it's almost 4.
Yeah, so we're probably this is gonna be a long fight. Did I never give the? I never gave him a freaking thing, did I? I have his token at least pretty handy. So that's it for, and it's on to my turn. Damn it, I am really prepared for this, guys.
Yep.
Oh goddamn! I did not pull the token in. I did not pull the token in. That's annoying.
You want to spend a couple weeks preparing?
I don't need to spend a couple weeks preparing. I just need to quickly upload the token. I have it handy. I just don't have it uploaded.
Heck, if
Because
no
the
one
lesson
has
that pops
to,
out's going to be much smaller. It's
no
a
one
much
has
smaller
to
demon.
leave at 4, I wouldn't mind sticking around a little bit. Do you have to leave, Al?
I don't have to leave.
How long does this fight look like it'll last?
It's going to be a
Hours.
pretty lengthy fight, so we might want to have it end off at this point. To be
It's
perfectly
Yeah,
more
that way
ended
we
off
could just
here
devote
for
it.
ease of just restarting it. When we
Yeah,
get back,
it's-
we don't want to get like 4 turns and like, okay, what was the last thing that happened?
Yeah, so it'll probably be best to end off at this point.
Will Shiki
Um,
will Shiki die in the next episode? Come back on the next episode of Shiki dead.
This isn't Dragon Ball Z.
Wait, what?
If it were Dragon Ball Z, we'd spend the next 17 episodes and not get anything done, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On an interesting
Yeah,
note,
totally.
apparently making a villain monologue makes him lose instantly. There we go.
Oh, that's been well known and documented.
All right, and then make sure I add the token to the default. Perfect, as a default. All right, so real quick for this, a wizard. Yeah. So okay. Boop. Boop.
You're just gonna toss about another dozen enemies on here. Okay. Just real quick. Let's toss more.
Let me just say, this is kind of a gimmick-ish fight, but there's a lot of reasons to it. And there are rules not quite at play yet, and I'm going to have spoilers. They're going to kind of be explained when you start next time.
Okay. So visually, what's going on? Can we step on
Visually, what you can see is the moment Blackmore was distracted and began to monologue, the crystal lit up with a brilliant shining light and threw him threw it away from him. You can also see that there is a glowing aura. I believe it is you can see the blue aura, right?
No.
No.
No, I did fuck that up. All right, I did fuck that up.
You
There is a
fucked up.
glowing aura about 30 feet in diameter, or 30 feet radius around the crystal. And you can kind of hear a faint telepathic voice trying to brush against you. And this aura, by the way, is glowing and everything else. As Blackmore lifted his hand up, these demonic portals all appeared at the four corners of the arena. And the crystal set out a bolt of radiant light into the one closest to you, and it appears that portal is disrupted. Nothing came out of it, though you've noticed a bunch of things come out of the other portals.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So pure light, you said, from the crystal?
It seems to be, it's not like a radiant light, it is a bright light.
Okay. Visually, is it difficult to get over these lips or onto these stones, or
It's going to take you just 10 feet of movement to get up there. That particular square I'm going to say is difficult, but that's it.
all right? So
I'm trying to make it not too difficult for you.
So we can jump down without too much difficulty.
Yeah, you could jump down without too much difficulty, jump back up without too much difficulty.
All right.
Okay.
And stepping up on the stones is
Yeah, stepping up onto the stones, going through the pond, all that's going to be easy travel.
If we're allowed to step, if we're allowed to step in the AOE, or if we want to.
well. It looks like Felia's currently in it, so
Yeah, Felia is currently in it, and Felia, one thing of note, because Felia will obviously feel this,
Felia this.
as she stands within this aura, she feels as though she has this healing radiant energy have moved through her, being in the corner of this energy, as though she would have healed. She can feel as though, particularly, this power seems to be whatever effect the crystal is doing is empowering her against the foes, demons in this case.
And
Lucky.
the bleeding from the crystal is still happening, right?
It's stopped for now, but there is still blood in the water.
Okay.
And none of you understand Abyssal, so that doesn't even matter. Actually, no, there is one last thing before it enough. As the portals open up and all the demons come out, you can see from the upper left one that a very small Marilith seems to pop out, and she yells out in common, "We are here, Blackmore. You better have kept up your end of the bargain." That was
Jade's
the wrong
just
tone,
gonna
but
yell
whatever.
out, "He didn't!"
Kill him! Kill him
And we'll
now!
do it ourselves.
No! Kill him!
Yeah, and that's that's just
Well,
where
I
I'm going to end
tried.
it off for now, because there's enough to this encounter that it's going to be sufficiently big to go through.
All right.
And it is going to be a lengthy encounter. Believe me, those are not going to be the only Vrox you have to kill in this encounter.
Can I do an Arcana check to figure out what he was he caught?
Yeah, you may do an
spell?
Arcana check right now to try to figure it out.
Yeah, whether he was casting a spell or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh yay, my crappy rolls.
Yeah. If anyone else wants to roll for it, go ahead.
Risu's not here, so I'm gonna roll for her.
Okay. At the very least, it doesn't seem as though he was casting a spell. It seems as though he was trying to corrupt the crystal. At which point it raises further questions if he's actually human.
And we don't really know anything about this crystal, so
Yeah, like I said, you did feel a faint telepathic presence in your mind that seems to be coming from the crystal, but I'm not going to go more into that till later.
okay. All right, I suppose we could probably end this off.
Yep, can end it off there.
All right, thank you, everybody.